Hello everyone! Before I begin, as you can see in the title, this will be about Warlords of Draenor, so spoilers are coming. If you don't want any spoilers, please turn off the video. Tonight, Ed Warcraft tweeted something very interesting. They've created a short comic, which you can check out for free, and I'll post a link in the description. The comic tells the tale of Garrosh visiting Gul'dan, and by this point, Gul'dan is already in chains. Garrosh is apparently sent to find out about Gul'dan's intentions, and Gul'dan tells about the Legion. He has seen them marching forth in numbers uncounted, burning worlds, subjugating, conquering, an unstoppable engine of destruction, and they are given the honor to serve as its vanguard. Garrosh then asked about the price for this honor, and of course, he already knows that Gul'dan's talking about drinking demon blood and enslaving his people to the Legion. Gul'dan's confused at first that this stranger knows his secret, but it doesn't matter. He's not talking about some wretched creature, he's talking about Manaroth, the Exalted One. Garrosh informs Gul'dan that Grommash and the rest of their people are not going to play ball. Gul'dan calls for the guards to remove Garrosh, but Garrosh is no pushover and he easily takes them out. In 3 days' time, Gul'dan had planned to gather his people on the mountain and let them all drink from the blood of Manaroth. But Garrosh has other plans. The orcs will gather and they will stand on that mountain, but they will embrace their true fates with the help and information from Garrosh. This pretty much reveals their basic setup that they already explained during BlizzCon. What if Garrosh changed one small thing, namely the drinking of demon blood? This leads to an uncorrupted horde and is most likely the reason why the Iron Horde embraced Garrosh as their prophet. Grommash, he becomes the overall warchief of the horde, while Garrosh leads the Warsong clan. What I found most interesting is that the events don't line up. The events that we know from our Draenor don't line up with the events on Iron Horde Draenor. In our reality, the drinking of the demon blood was just before the attack on Shafra city. This was the final major city for the orcs to conquer, and it happened after the Battle of Karabor. In this reality, we see that the blood has already been offered. Garrosh used this gathering to form the Iron Horde, and after that they started to build up their forces, enslave Gruul and his kids, build cannons, attack the Draenei, all the things that we dive into. We go in around the time where the orcs haven't even begun their attack on Karabor yet, while Shafra city is heavy under assault once we reach the zone. It doesn't really matter that the events don't line up since more things are different than we knew them from this Draenor. I just thought that it was interesting to now place the pieces of the puzzle as in, okay, what kind of time period are we diving in right now? And it's very hard to pinpoint at what moment we're going in, since it's all over the place. Another thing that I noticed is that in the comic, Gul'dan calls Garrosh a cripple, which could be an act that Garrosh has been holding up, or perhaps Gul'dan just assumed this because of Garrosh's disguise. What you don't see on this cripple are the bandages that we've seen in-game. In Warlords, Garrosh is covered in bandages, so I don't know if anything happened in between. Perhaps he had a struggle with Kairos, perhaps he had to duel with his father to take over the Warsong clan, perhaps he just fell and scraped his knee. I don't know where these wounds came from. It could also very well be that they just forgot to add them in the comic, or perhaps they still need to update his model. Who knows? It's a minor detail, but I wonder what the story behind it is. The final thing I want to mention is that we clearly see that Gul'dan is with the Legion. Manaroth has already given Gul'dan blood. You can already see that his eyes are red. He has the green skin of the Warlocks. And this is another thing that's different from our reality. In our reality, Gul'dan was smart enough to stay away from the demon blood. You would expect Kil'jaeden to be involved already, because in our reality steps happened like Kil'jaeden found the Draenei, Kil'jaeden corrupted Ner'zhul to get the orcs ready to fight the Draenei, Ner'zhul found out that he was being manipulated, so he wanted out, but his apprentice Gul'dan, he was perfectly fine with it and he took over. You'd imagine that those steps are already done, that Kil'jaeden did those events, but it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be that Kil'jaeden did this, because already events are pretty damn bonkers. What they said at BlizzCon is that Gul'dan is on the phone with Kil'jaeden, but what if they've changed their minds? An item has been found in the beta and it's called Burning Legion Missive. You can use it to eavesdrop on the Burning Legion's commands, and when you do, our command shows up and he says, "Listen well, minions. The dawn of our vengeance is at hand. After years of searching, we have found them." In our reality, Kil'jaeden was the one obsessed with finding Velen and the Draenei, while Archimonde wasn't really bothered with it. What if they've chosen to flip it around and instead of Kil'jaeden, they've decided to use Archimonde? I already mentioned earlier that using Kil'jaeden as an end boss, in my mind it creates a problem, since we still have our Kil'jaeden to deal with. But, and this is a big but, Archimonde is already dead in our reality. He's already taken care of during Warcraft 3 and then later shown in the Caverns of Time as in, look at how awesome this campaign was, but that was a battle of the past. How epic would it be to stand against this mighty creature? It took the combined might of Azeroth to bring him down. He took the immortality of the Night Elves with him. How badass would it be to fight Archimonde again? I personally think that this is a way better solution than using Kil'jaeden, but that just might be me. Hopefully you will enjoy the short comic as much as I have, and I really hope that they're going to make more to explain what Garrosh has done. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, and until next time, guys, see ya!
Our bond is iron, our will unbreakable. Who will stand against us?